Hey everybody, it's Andy here, aka Montolio, and we are back for round 3 of a Vintage League, and we're playing green-white lands. And this looks like a really nice hand here. We did not win the die roll, unfortunately, but we have an uncounterable Archon with a Deathrite. Turn 1, which is really solid. So what we would do is cast a Deathrite first off of the Black Lotus. If the Black Lotus resolves, then we snap in the Archon. Following turn, we can play a Luminarch Aspirant. Very solid. A lot of things could go wrong here, of course. We're on the draw and we're playing against, well, any number of things. But let's see. Deathrite? Ragavan? Yep. So, let's see if this ends up working out. Let my Lotus resolve, please. They're thinking about this one. They forced it. Very aggressive, but it was the correct thing to do for sure. I feel like I kind of need to force this through. It's really unfortunate. But maybe I just got to be greedy here and take a chance that the Deathrite gets countered. I really don't want to use my Cavern in that way. Just going to buy you here. Yeah. I will, given the opportunity, I will chump block the Ragavan. Not thrilled to do it, but it just is what it is. You don't typically want to give Ragavan too much time to get going. Luckily, they did not have a follow-up there. Probe, yeah. Opponent's not going to like what they see. They do have a fairly good little graveyard going here. Really want to push towards, oh no, Lotus. Murktide would be rough here. And I feel like that, oh, Narset, okay. We can live with Narset. Maybe. Think through time, yep, that's pretty scary. Well, hopefully we draw a green card off the top. We can just plunk. It would not be ideal, but we're just going to have to get rid of the their graveyard. Get a Savannah here. Green? We did not. All right. Well, hopefully they don't have a second land here. I mean, them digging here is not ideal, but there's nothing I can do about it. I will actually probably put the Cavern on Incarnation or Elemental next turn. Actually, maybe the Archon's just better. Scour, okay. Number of things can go wrong here. Okay, good. They're thought scouring. That's good for me. Wasteland, yeah. That's pretty good, actually. Green card, we got another chance at it. Mox. That was a good draw. How madly do I want? I kind of feel like I really want this to resolve. I'm going to put it on human. Because Thalia is going to be really good in this situation. My opponent is struggling on lands. Actually, I'll put it on Thalia. Because this turn I'm attacking Narset. Get that off the table. They can, if they find a land, they can dig. We just need a land. Okay, that was beauty. Wow, that's why you run Bog. I'm going to try and get it out of Ragavan range. How slick was that? They can dash Ragavan here. Ponder, okay. Breach was really popular when I built my most recent iteration of this deck, maybe I don't know, a month ago or so, and outside of its normal applications like hitting bizarre decks, uh, having a sneak attack way to, with a breach on the stack, go and get a Juka Bog with a reclaimer or a crop rotation was big, but that was just an example of, we just nuked my opponent's whole game plan. Now we got a bit lucky, they bricked on land 2 turns in a row. So we definitely want the extra Bog here. I do think we're very likely playing against like a breach style combo deck. Don't think we need Collector Roof though. I think Luminarch Aspirant is probably unnecessary, but Liberator probably don't need it. Force of Vigor probably don't need it. Like if it's truly Breach, perhaps we want the Collector Roofs, but we might be all right. I don't think we need Tabernacle. I don't think Besaju is doing a whole lot, but maybe it will hit a Breach. Maybe I just want a couple Collectors just to hedge. Like I maybe like if they're running Murktides and stuff, like it's pretty important to have swords. Maybe I could squeeze an excavator somehow. Like Chalice is probably not where I need to be. I do want all my Thalias. They're going to be very good in this matchup. Let's try this. That's awkward. Yep. Much better. Keep this, because if we can find a green card in a pinch, we may need it. They could dash Ragavan here. But I also could get wastelanded if I play the Caracas. I'll play a Flagstones of Troke here. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. And there's no guarantee that my Swords is going to get through a counter spell, but I don't really want to expose the Caracas unnecessarily. Okay, no play. Okay. We will play Thaliode here. What do we want to get? We kind of need a green source. I suspect they just have a bolt for this, but we're going to try and set up an Archon next turn. Okay. Another Scour. So here's the question. Like I think I just must do this, and I'm not happy about it, but I think just removing their graveyard is probably worth it here. It cost me a lot to do that, there's no doubt about it, but I really feel like I need to slow them down. Maybe that's just too expensive what I just did, but Tabernacle. Ponder. Tabernacle. Weird. Well, they did stop me from casting my Archon this turn, potentially, unless I find even a Mox doesn't work. I guess an Elvish Spirit Guide would. Just tap the flagstones because I have another white source and I can protect my Thalia in the least. Not bad. Now we need a land or a green source next turn. Like a green source would be ideal. Or we can find a... Well, really we're looking for land or a green creature. But we don't want to pitch the Endurance unless we have to. Okay. A little bit awkward. Okay, Thalia is doing the Lord's work here. Another Scour, Bolt. Can't do anything about it. Well, gotta hope I get to untap and cast my Archon here. There's Rags. Okay. See if my Swords works here. And it did. Awesome. No. Pretty awkward. Land. Nice. We're going to play the Archon. Nice. It's in. Oh, come on. A basic? Can I just cast an Archon here? Or a... Okay, that's not so bad for me. The question is do I do the Endurance during my turn when they can force me? That was lucky, boy. Oh, I can't even do it. I gotta pay for the Tabernacle. Oops. Okay, that was actually a reasonably good draw, to be honest. Hopefully they don't have a Bolt here. Like, if they have a Murktide here, there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's going to be bigger than everything I do, but this is counterable. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to be proactive because a Murktide's a lot harder to deal with. Yeah, so they do have the Force. That's the spell for their turn. They got rid of a Treasure Cruise. Okay, so I did do the right thing. Just need a bit of help here. All sorts of good creatures in my deck. Come on, endurance. It's got the ancestral. Jesus. Oof. I mean, I'll play it. It's kind of, you know, not a great thing, but shuts off one of my lands, which is fairly vital right now, but I think getting them dead is more vital. So they just don't have anything. Just a big Murktide. Yep, feels like it. Yep. All right. Well, we had the right idea. The Ancestral was pretty backbreaking. We just need to draw swords now. We have 2 more swords in our deck. Not much to ask, right? Crop rotation. What does crop rotation do for me? Not much. I can wasteland the tabernacle. Cannot get through. Probably will do that. Wait for my opponent to cast a spell. What will be interesting? Well, what will be interesting is if they attack me or not. They do win that race, as we currently stand. More basics? Oh, they tried to do the Sanctuary. Yeah, Archon does a number on that. They're coming. We got a race, folks. We just need to find some help here. Let's see if my crop rotation works. Let's see if they counter this. It's mana neutral if it gets countered, but obviously I think it'd be worthwhile getting rid of the Tabernacle. Oh, very nice. Okay. Cannot pay. And I'll just get another Savannah here. So yeah, we're having some trouble here. That actually was going to be reasonably important, me hitting that crop rotation to work, because opening my mana back up is pretty significant. But we're going to try and do what we can here. We still are looking for swords to plowshares. We have a chump block available to us. Opponent is lowering their life total here for me. Okay, Narset. It's probably good. Let's see what they can find. Doc Faden. Okay. They didn't attack. Interesting. Come on, find me a creature. Swords. Okay. They 100% should have attacked there. I don't know why they didn't, but giving me time is not ideal, because if I find a swords and I can time it right, I can definitely catch up here. Now, what's a problem is if they, yeah, now they're coming in. Yep, makes sense. Now I'm with you. Iteration, that's a good one. I mean, we have the tools to be able to attack their graveyard. Like, this is what they're doing. They're on a Murktide plan. Huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, this game's over. I can't combat that. We'll take a look at our draw step, see what we found, but death right. Not going to be enough. All right, good game. I feel like we're just on a cullis on this in this matchup here because we're desperately racing. Maybe I do want some number of Luminarch aspirants here. Like, I don't feel like Oof was doing much here. We need to make cuts here. I don't feel like Boseiju did anything at all. Yeah. Okay, we got the tools here. We got the tools. Oh. Pretty awkward. It's just not good enough. Much better. Turn one Archon if they don't have anything. Let's put them to the test right off the start. I mean, this is kind of the game, right? If the Archon lands, I think we have a good shot. We get Savannah here. Actually, maybe we can just get a basic Plains, right? Yes! So huge. No, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, but it's a guy to do. Should have attacked first, but all right. They didn't bolt it. Ragavan? Yep. Nice. That wasn't bad, actually. This actually works out pretty decently for me because By killing their land here, I'm making them choose between the colors if they want to have a basic come into play. Otherwise, it will come into play tapped, and it pumps my Reclaimer up to a 3/4. And I can go and get a Caracas here or a Wasteland if need be. Let's see what they get. Yeah, so they did get the basic, okay. There's their spell for the turn. Let's see if they shuffle. I mean, I think I just get a strip mine, right? I can bog them here in a turn or two. So many options. Like Murktide is just really, really scary here. I think I bog them. Oh, so good. That was a really nice draw from me. Hopefully that resolves. Putting them both out of bolt range is like pretty solid. And if they want to bolt my sprint, I can live with that. Like, let's just get in here. And if they attack with Ragavan, I'll block it. I really like Luminarch Aspirant. I think the card is super strong. Like, me taking my creatures out of bolt range there is just excellent. And I will block the Ragavan. I'm kind of off using my Elvish Reclaimer here at this point in time as mess with their lands. They may not even be able to attack. Yeah, they can't. Oh, interesting. Just going with everything. Yeah, they're just trying to mitigate damage here at this point, which is reasonable. Maybe should have played my Archon pre-combat. Tough decision point for them here. Yep. Okay. See if we can get it to work, guys. Their fetch lands off if they have a Force of Will here. Yep. Okay. I cannot force. All right, there you have it, guys. Mulligan to 5. Turn 1 Archon is just such big baller game. Hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you for round 4.